Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. If you're stuck and need help moving forward, be sure to book your complimentary cut to the chase call with me so we can talk about the ways that I can help. Book your call at yourvamentor.com/chase. Today, I want to talk about social media and how to make your content stand out so it gets you noticed. Today's quote is from Susan Cooper. Engage, enlighten, encourage, and especially just be yourself. Social media is a community effort, and everyone is an asset. Social media really is a valuable tool to promote your VA business, but you have to make sure that you use it well to get the best results. Let's go. Social media is one of the best tools you can use to promote your virtual assistant business, and yet many VAs use it incorrectly and end up seeing little to no results and or spending way too much trying to reach those results. In this episode, I want to give you 5 tricks to using social media smarter so that you can showcase your services and get your clients or potential clients to notice you. Let's get right to it. Number 1, speak directly to your audience. Honestly, the biggest mistake I see VAs making in their social media content is not actually speaking to their audience. The cool thing about social media is that people see something and think, oh, that's me, or oh, I need that, or oh, I don't need that. And whatever you like to show interest in, the algorithms of the various social media platforms are going to show you more of. We know this. Sometimes it's ads, but more often than not, it's actually just content. So if you watch someone's TikTok video for a certain length of time, TikTok is going to show you more similar content. If you click on a website link, Facebook is going to show you a million ads of similar things. But I'll prove it that it works not just for ads. If you haven't seen any posts from one of your Facebook friends in a while, go to their profile, find them in your friends list, and look at some of their most recent posts. Facebook will almost immediately put them right back into your feed because you showed some interest in them. It's pretty scary, or maybe just uncanny. But the algorithm is the thing. You need people to be interested in what it is you're posting, no matter which social media platform you're using. So your messaging is really very important. If you're talking about being a virtual assistant, you're probably not going to get a lot of engagement from clients who are looking to hire a VA. But instead, if you are talking about how to use a CRM or which e-commerce solution to choose or how to organize your digital files or how to manage your time and outsource work, guess what? That's what your clients are interested in, and that's what's going to engage them. And that's what social media platforms will then show them more of. So, talk directly to your audience. Don't skip around the things that they're looking to learn about or get help with. Instead of saying now accepting clients or 20% off VA rates or being a VA is great because, which I see far too often, talk about what you really do. Who do you help? If you help course creators, say so. Talk about the things that you know about their business and what they often need help with. If you don't catch their attention by talking to them, you're actually wasting valuable time because you're creating content that nobody is ever going to respond to. And that's the most important thing. Your content is supposed to get you noticed and responded to, or at least interacted with. Number 2, don't be afraid of video. The quickest way to build trust with people is face-to-face. Video content makes it really easy to do that from the comfort of your own home. You not only get the advantage of doing it quickly, but you can also redo it if you aren't happy with it. It's way more forgiving than you think. Now, of course, I'm not advocating for you to spend hours getting everything perfect, but it's not always live, so you do have the ability to do a second take or even to do some editing, which should alleviate a lot of anxiety around making mistakes while you're doing it. Video content can also help showcase what you do and how you help your clients. You're going to be seen as a credible business person and an authority when you show up on camera and talk about what you know how to do. To do video well is quite easy, actually. All you have to do is create a list of topics that you can easily talk about. And for each topic, come up with 3 things that you can teach or show about that topic. I did this for years with my Facebook Lives in my groups. 3 points is more than sufficient for a video. You can talk very specifically about whatever the topic is of that video, and you won't go on too long. And if you do come up with more than 3 tips, we know a lot of stuff, don't we? Just do a second video. If you do choose to go live, give yourself a break and don't worry too much about making mistakes. But sure, prepare an outline to follow for every single video and make sure that you stick to it. Doing video also helps you to speak about what you do, and you can find that clunky language that you might be using in networking or conversations or writing, and you can correct it. Try for yourself and you'll see exactly what I mean. You'll stumble over your words and you'll go, oh, that's something that I need to correct. You can do talking head videos, just you sharing your expertise, insights, information, and that kind of thing. You can do screen shares. Quick how-tos, though. Be careful not to drag these on. They do have to be kind of well put together to work effectively for you. Conversations with someone else, or even just video footage from an event that you're at. There really are endless possibilities for video content. Look at all the platforms out there that are allowing video. Getting comfortable with video is one of the best things that I think you can do for your VA business. I actually think that Zoom really helped our industry a lot with video because now so many people realize you don't have to have a professional studio and do your hair and makeup and all that to be seen on camera. And yes, of course, you can certainly do faceless videos too, but I still do advise doing talking head and screen share ones, at least for the most part. It helps you build that sort of resilience as well. It's not necessary to do video to be successful, but I bet that once you start and once you see how easy it is, you will probably even prefer it over many other content types. I know I do. It's so much simpler. Getting back to those pesky algorithms, though, they also really like video. It grabs your audience's attention, and therefore it just works better on most platforms. Although even TikTok and Instagram now give you the opportunity to do other types of posts than just video, right? Like images, slideshows, even text. So we know that those are still valid as well. But try the video. I think you'll like it. Number 3, highlight your experience and your expertise. This is a really important trick. Talking about your background with and to other business owners is the way to build trust with your audience and potential clients. Now I can hear you, but Tracy, you said talk about your clients, not about yourself. And yes, that's true. But if you don't tell people how you help them or how you can help them, they're not going to understand that you can. And that's really not the same thing about talking about being a VA, which I will always tell you not to do. Talking about your experiences and your expertise helps them understand why they should work with you, maybe over somebody else. It will help them understand what your abilities and your specialties are. These are all things that go into helping them decide whether they want to work with you or not. And remember, just because you can do this for them or that for them doesn't mean that they're going to all of a sudden jump to get their wallet out to hire you. Like any marketing, we need to back up what we say we can do with some kind of proof. We need to be creative with how we present that. Because always remember that social media is the marketing place that works for you. Before a discovery call, before a consult, people can and will check you out online. I do it with every single person I connect with. So sharing things like the trainings you've taken, the clients you've worked with, the tasks you've helped with, they're all really good things to include in your social media content. Imagine someone scrolling through your Instagram and seeing things that make them go, wow, that's what I need, or wow, she is really good. When you don't have to say a word, that is the key to having your social media content work for you. Being able to talk about your expertise is not selling, by the way. It's about providing information that backs up you saying you can help people with this or that. It's your little bit of proof. So think about it. If you say you help podcasters and you're able to give real or specific examples that you've done to help others, like posting eye-catching graphics, for example, something showing that you do professional editing, talking about why editing your podcast is important to outsource and that kind of thing. Those things really go a long way, much farther than just saying, I can help you with your podcast management, which that might be a fact, but it's not backed up with anything, right? So the more specific your content can be about things that your clients actually struggle with or spend too much time doing or aren't doing even though they know they should be doing, the better. Number 4, show behind the scenes. This is a trick that a lot of people use to increase their engagement. I haven't done it a ton yet, but I always intend to. Now, that doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden going to start seeing a whole lot of get ready with me content of putting on my makeup or washing my face. But I know it's important for people to see how things work and how I do my work. Showing people behind the scenes is a good way to help yourself build trust as well. When people see that you're a real person that can help them, it automatically increases their trust in you, and it can happen really quickly. Yes, behind the scenes is probably better with video, but it doesn't actually have to always be done with video. Pictures are worth 1,000 words and always have been, right? So take pictures of yourself working or attending events, or even pictures of event programs and speakers from events that you're attending in person or virtual. Any kind of clue to see what you're doing is really, really helpful. Maybe even pictures with other business people when you're out networking or out and about. A peek behind any curtain is always just interesting to people. I'm not sure why, but I do know that it's one of the things I most love about YouTube. When you want to learn how to do something, start with YouTube. There's definitely one, probably many, many videos there to explain exactly what you need to do. It's a trusted source of learning, and that's what your content can be too. You don't have to publish it on YouTube, but you get the idea. That's what the goal, what you're looking for. Again, these tricks are good for any social media platform. I'm not going to tell you which one is the right one for you to be networking and talking business on. You can decide that for yourself. But it is what you put out there that's going to reap the rewards for you. Who you talk to, what you say, how you present yourself, and who sees you and learns about how you help your clients, that's the key. Which leads me to my final social media trick. Number 5, network with strategic partners. You may have heard me tell you before that not everyone is going to be your client, and that's true. But the cool thing about marketing is that lots of people will see it. Everyone you meet is an asset to your business, just like we heard in today's quote. They can either become a client, or they can be someone who can refer a client to you. And these people are all equally important. A client is a client, no problem. We understand that, right? If you can help them, then you help them. And yes, we want to market our business to them, naturally. But the other person is someone who could potentially refer a client to you. These are who I call strategic partners. Does that mean that everybody else out there that you're going to meet is going to refer you clients? No, but you never really know where your next client is going to come from. You could be having a conversation with your mom's friend, and they might know someone who could use your services. Every single week, VAs tell me, I had a conversation with someone and they said they know someone who could use my help. Hello, that's a strategic partner. You could be at a networking event and the host tells you that they want you to meet someone who could use your services. Another check for why we should go to networking events. One of these people is an official strategic partner. The other is just as valuable. And when you get used to describing what you do to help your clients to many different audiences, you're going to expand your network exponentially. My friend Steve Lowell is a speaking coach, and he says it's not enough for someone to understand what it is you do. They need to be able to repeat it to others. I'm going to say this again because this is a writer downer, guys. It's not enough for someone to understand what it is you do. They need to be able to repeat it to others. I quote Steve all the time because he's 100% right. If you can't easily tell someone who you help and what you help them with in an everyday conversation, you could potentially be leaving clients on the table without even knowing it. Doing this in a conversation is a more forgiving setting, but did you realize that your social media content will be seen by far more people that will never be your clients? You're going to understand the importance of getting it right. Now, what I mean by that is that more non-clients than clients will see your stuff. So why would you not want to put out content that speaks to those non-clients? Interesting concept, right? What does it mean? In the simplest of terms, it means dumb it down. Not because our strategic partners are dumb or our mom's friends, but because by making your content as simple as possible, it's much easier for people to remember it and to repeat it to others. When I teach VAs messaging, we talk about describing what we do in a variety of ways. For our clients, of course, for potential clients, for our colleagues, VAs and otherwise, and for our strategic partners. When you're able to describe what you do to each of these different audiences, you're going to use words that help them understand what you do in a way so that they could potentially repeat it to someone else. Here's what I mean. With our clients, maybe we use words that are relevant to their business, and words that they understand are the tools and resources or processes that you use to work with them. With potential clients, we might need to change what we say to describe in a little more detail if they're struggling, more because they aren't getting the support that they need right now. With our colleagues, we can use words that are often much better understood because they have some idea of what we do in our business, right? So we don't have to talk in benefits to our colleagues, but we can talk about tactics or even results. And finally, with our strategic partners, we need to use words that help them describe something that maybe they don't know anything about at all to other people. In a professional strategic partner relationship, we actually provide them with literature or marketing material or copy to help that. With other people, we need to be able to give them the words. But hopefully you get the idea of the different ways to describe what you do and how you can change your content to suit the audience you're trying to reach. The trick of networking with strategic partners using social media can be accomplished by post sharing and connection on our online channels. So make sure that you're not just trying to connect and reach out to potential clients, because remember, that percentage of your audience that will become your clients is probably smaller than the percentage that will not become your clients. It's definitely worth making a plan to connect with them and build relationships with them too. There you have it. 5 tricks pretty quickly that can help you sharpen up your social media content so it works harder for you. Remember to speak directly to your audience. Don't talk about yourself. Talk to them about how you help your clients. It's the simplest change you can make, and I promise you'll see that it's effective. Don't fear video. It's the quickest way to build trust with your potential clients, and also how to really help you start to simplify your marketing language and the words you use. Highlight your experience and expertise. You need to pump your own tires without being salesy. And all that means is to share your experience with helping people or with learning how to help them, and focus on that in your content. Show behind the scenes. Don't be afraid to let people in so they can see how amazing you are. You don't have to put your whole life out there, just a bit of your work personality. I'd love to see it, and I promise I'll share more of mine too. And last, network with strategic partners. Always consider the people that might not be your clients and create content that they can repeat to others. I think this is your magic trick. I'm going to leave it here for this week. Take at least one of these tricks and implement it this week, and then come back and do another and another and another. But I bet you'll notice a difference in how you think about marketing. If you need help figuring out how to simplify your content, get in touch with me. I'm here to help. It's the only reason I'm here at all, as you know, to help you become a ridiculously good VA. I've helped hundreds of VAs who are stuck get moving, and I would love to do the same thing for you. We can work together privately, through group coaching, private, self-study, free and paid trainings. I have lots of ways I can help you. Just reach out so we can talk about what you need. Thank you again so much for tuning in this week. I'll see you next time. I have a brand new low-cost monthly membership program that is going to help you build your VA business, and it doesn't require you to be on social media. It's an email membership that I call the Virtual Toolkit. Every Monday morning, you'll receive a lesson and a downloadable resource in your inbox that you can use to take a step further in your VA business. I've created a list of tons of amazing resources for you, from business foundations like financial stuff, calculators, website planning stuff, to marketing tools like branding worksheets, blogging templates, content calendar, marketing campaign planners, to advanced business skills like package planning, branding tools, onboarding checklists, and so on. and personal growth stuff like goal setting worksheets, speaking tips and tools, and conflict resolution tools. All of this is available to you for just $9 a month. You get your first resource as soon as you register, and every Monday after that, you will get a fresh new one. I'm super excited about it. I would love for you to go and check it out. Go to yourvamentor.com/the-virtual-toolkit. Check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.